Welcome to the World Cup group match between India and Bangladesh at Leeds. You were out in the middle earlier, Jim. How did the pitch look then?
Good morning, Richie. This is a really good cricket pitch with something in it for both the bowlers and the batsmen. There'll be some movement there for the bowlers, but if the batsmen keep their concentration and play sensibly, there should be plenty of opportunities to score. After the first few overs, it should play evenly throughout the match. A tough call, perhaps a good toss to lose. Back to you, Richie.
Srinath to bowl the first over of the innings. That's a lovely way to get off the mark. Picked up on the boundary by Dravid. Srinath to bowl to Javed Omar. Srinath to bowl to Javed Omar. Stopped by Dravid. Nine overs are left in the innings. Khan to Mehrab Hossain. A shot. That's the first boundary for Mehrab Hossain. Hit straight to a fielder. Eight overs are left for Bangladesh. Srinath to begin a new over. Not timed perfectly, but they'll get some runs anyway. He's going to have to move here. Srinath to bowl to Javed Omar. It looked as if he was home to me. That's too short, and it's been dispatched before. That was perfectly struck.
What a good hook shot. Got on top of it, kept it down, and beat the fielder too.
Srinath continues. Stopped by Khan. Khan to Javed Omar. Well bowled.
I can't see how that missed the edge of the bat.
Khan to bowl to Javed Omar. Played into the gap. Khan to Mehrab Hossain. Didn't quite get hold of that one properly. Picked up by Dravid. Hit straight to a fielder. 6 overs are left for Bangladesh.
The captain should save some of his best bowlers' allocation until the vital last few overs of the innings.
Here comes the first change in the bowling. That was well held. It was in the air a long time.
It took an age to come down. The batsman really skied that one.
Javed Omar goes for 6. Habibul Bashar takes his place at the crease. That's the first boundary for Habibul Bashar.
White.
Looks in good form out there.
He picked his spot well there, a glorious boundary.
That was still going up as it cleared the rope.
He hardly seemed to hit it, but it's gone for 6.
That's gone high in the air.
That's a demoralising sight for any bowler, seeing the ball sail over the fence.
That's the end of the 5th over. We're about to see a change in the bowling. Stopped by Tendulkar. Steered expertly into the gap. That takes him into double figures. Stopped in the covers. He's struggling to get back here. Mehrab Hossain facing. Well, the fielder's not going to cut that off. Well, that really was a super stroke.
That's not the right line to bowl to this batsman. He'll punish anything there.
Stopped by Ramesh. Ouch, that must have hurt. Gone bowled. That was a stunning delivery.
He was bowled all over the place.
Mehrab Hossain has gone for 16. Four overs are left in the innings. We're about to see a change in the bowling. He smashed that one right out of the ground. We were diving for cover with that one.
The fielder just watched it, going, going, going.
Hit straight to a fielder. Habibul Bashar has moved into the 20s and is starting to look far more relaxed. That's a lovely way to get off the mark. That's a fantastic strike.
That's a demoralising sight for any bowler, seeing the ball sail over the fence.
Pushed into the gap. .15 runs were picked up from that over by Naira.
The captain shouldn't really use up all of his best bowlers' overs at such an early stage of the innings.
Prasad to begin a new over. There it goes. He watched that onto the bat perfectly.
That was an excellent shot. Very exciting to watch.
A nice shot, but it won't make it to the boundary. He's worked that into the gap. He's worked that into the gap. The batsmen are coming back for a second. And safe. Aminul Islam facing. He's worked that into the gap. The batsmen are coming back for a second. That over cost 11 runs. There's a change in the bowling with the off-spin of Singh. There it goes. Aminul Islam waiting at the striker's end. Hit straight to a fielder. That's gone high in the air. That's the first boundary for Aminul Islam. There's a change in the bowling with the off-spin of Dravid. Dravid to Amanul Islam. That's a fantastic strike. They were diving for cover with that one.
Exciting stuff. He took a risk, but was well rewarded as the ball disappeared over the fence.
That's gone high in the air. He's worked that into the gap. Out.
That was a loose shot. He'll be kicking himself about that one.
Amanul Islam goes for 16. Akram Khan facing his first ball. And he's got away with it. Akram Khan is off the mark. At the end of the innings, Bangladesh have scored 3 for 83. Manjural Islam is to open the bowling for Bangladesh. 84 runs required. Over pitched and driven for 4. That's the first boundary for Ramesh. Manjural Islam to bowl to Ramesh. That's a great shot. That went like a rocket to the fence.
The bowler needs to avoid giving away boundaries, so he must keep it tight.
Manjural Islam to Ramesh. He didn't quite get hold of that one properly. Ramesh is now facing. Mehrab Hussain is not going to reach that. Ramesh moves into double figures with those runs. Picked up very early by Ramesh.
Well, superb straight drive there. Good footwork, good hands, lovely straight swing of the bat.
A long hop and dispatch for 4. Ramesh has moved into the 20s and is starting to look far more relaxed. 22 runs were picked up from that over by Manjural Islam.
The openers will be looking to take advantage of the fielding restrictions early on.
Now the run rate stands at just over 6.5 and over. That's the first boundary for Shuaib. Really struck that well.
Well, he just got away with it. Risky shot. I'd recommend keeping the ball on the ground at this stage.
That's straight up in the air. That takes him into double figures. Shiwag very quickly onto that one.
Lovely front foot shot. Head over the ball, wrists in front of the bat as he played through the line.
Shiwag has now moved into the 20s. Pushed into the gap. Runs came from that over by Asiful Hussain. Manjural Islam to begin a new over. Now the run rate stands at just over 5 and over. Shiwag waiting at the striker's end. racing away to the boundary. He's timing the ball perfectly today.
The bowler can't have too many complaints about seeing that ball disappear to the boundary.
Six. The bowler won't like that one a little bit.
That was a super shot. I really didn't think it was too bad a ball.
Manjurul Islam is back in the attack. Really looks in fine nick today.
He picked it up nicely and it's got him 4.
Really looks in fine nick today.
That was a beautiful front foot shot. The timing was spot on.
India, no wicket for 62. Hardly seemed to hit that, yet it sailed over the ropes.
Exciting stuff. He took a risk, but was well rewarded as the ball disappeared over the fence.
7 overs are left for India. Let's take a look at how the innings has gone so far. Asif Hussain to begin a new over. The required run rate looks a fairly comfortable 2 and over. There it goes. That was a really confident shot.
He loves the ball in that area. Great shot. 4 runs.
That was a very confident shot.
He gave the batsman too much room there. 4 runs.
Pushed into the gap. Asif Hussain to bowl to Shiwag. That's 2-4 and it's been punished. That was 4, the moment it left his back.
The bowler put that right in his favourite area.
That's a big hit. It's 6.
The bowler won't like that one little bit.
So to sum up then, India win by 10 wickets. Let's take a look at how the innings has gone so far. These are the bowling figures. Bowling figures for Asif Hussain are 1 overs, no wicket for 40. Well, let's take a look at the scorecard.